folks, Cobra DVS here with a new pickups video, about that time again. So before I get into the pickups though, I just really want to say something real quick. I uploaded a video just a couple of days ago, a new series of videos I'm going to start doing. It's called The Best Games You've Never Played. Basically, it just takes, I look at 3 underrated gems, give them really short reviews, and kind of just let you know about them so you can play them or whatever. Just a fun little series. Just uploaded it like 2 days ago, so if you haven't seen it already, if you could do me a favor, I'll put the link here. If you could just go ahead and check it out for me, I'd really appreciate it. Any feedback, send it my way, so I'd really appreciate that. And with that out of the way, I can go ahead and get down with the pickups. So, the first thing is just some games a friend of mine gave me. They were just a bunch of common NES games, and they're all in this, you know, and I didn't really want to get them all out, because there's about 7 of them. There are 7 of them. And it'd just be a pain in the ass with comments, so I'm just going to read off. He just gave me these NES cartridges, just a bunch of comments, but he gave me Double Dribble, and a 5-screw Excite Bike, which does not have the Famicom adapter, unfortunately, Jordan vs. Bird, MLB, the LJN game, Monopoly, Skate or Die, which I did not have, believe it or not, and another Mario Duck Hunt, but this one was a slight label variant, so I didn't mind taking it. And he gave a couple of those were doubles, and I'd like to show you those now. So if somebody's interested in these, nothing particularly outstanding, but some good games, all 3 of them. The first one's Galaga, Demons of Death, a really good port of the arcade game. And the next one is Tecmo Bowl, with a bit of a messy label at the end there, but... And then Adventure Island, all in alright shape. So if somebody's interested in these, I like to just sell them as a lot, maybe for like $10 or something. I think that would probably be a fair deal. And yeah, so if you're interested, just let me know. Alright, this is a pickup from a just a game store not far away, and it's a really... I talked about hidden gems a minute ago. This game definitely qualifies. It's a Wario Land Shake It. Never have played it, never heard a thing about it, decided to look up some gameplay. Turns out it's an action, or not an action, but a platformer, a 2D side-scrolling platformer, with hand-drawn graphics. They look fantastic, and it's really good. And I think the reason probably that I never really gave this a shot in the past is because the name, Wario Land Shake It, sort of gives you the idea or the feel that it's heavily motion-controlled. It's really not. I mean, you shake the controller to do like a ground smash thing. That's pretty much it. So, actually a really great game, and fairly cheap. I got this for $10, so excellent game right there. No doubt about it. Okay, so if you saw my last pickups video, I did a unboxing, and it was a trade. I don't know if it was the unboxing or not, but I did a trade with a guy at Nintendo 8 for some Resident Evils, and one of the Resident Evils had the wrong discs. So to make up for it, he went ahead and sent me this for free. It was Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut on Gamecube, complete in pretty okay shape. Not mint by any means, but in pretty decent. So that's cool. I do need Sonic Adventure 2, but I'm sure I'll get that eventually. So there's that. Now, what's left? Alright, so this is a Craigslist haul here, and well, yeah, so there's 2 sections of it, actually. These are the ones, I've already sold quite a few of the games, but I was actually playing golf, and this guy emails me, and since my phone receives emails, I was talking to him while playing golf, oddly. But he had some GameCube games, some really great titles, a GameCube system, and 2 third-party controllers, so... and I offered him $75, and he said, yeah, that's fine. So we met later that day, and these, of all the games, these are the ones I'm keeping. Now, I'm really only keeping this one because the case is in such good condition. It's MVP Baseball 2005. It might be good, I don't know. I probably won't play it, but the cases of all these games are in outstanding shape. Like, these are the nicest looking GameCube cases I've ever seen. This one's Player's Choice, but I figured what the hell, I'll keep it. It's The Simpsons Hit and Run. This one I had, but I did not have a complete copy. I was missing the manual, so I decided to keep this one. Wave Race Blue Storm. Like I said, these are all complete, no need to really open them. And then these three are the ones that I really wanted. Mario Party 6, unfortunately no mic or the big box, but that's not too big of a deal. And then this one I just wanted to play, because I've heard it's great, Mario Power Tennis. And then probably the one that I was most excited to get, because, I don't know, it's not really that expensive, but it's not exactly a cheap one either, but it's Star Fox Assault. I have Star Fox Adventures, and I've never played it. I've heard mixed things on the Gamecube Star Fox games, so I'll have to give it a shot to see how it is, but I'm happy to have it regardless. Alright, so those are the ones I'm keeping. Now here are some that I'm selling. Now this one I'll probably end up keeping because I highly doubt the demand is... It's not worth much, and I don't know if enough people really would want it, but it's The Sims 2 Pets. Again, I might just keep it because it's such a nice case. But these two I'll definitely be selling because they're doubles. Both player's choice, but great games. Luigi's Mansion and Mario Sunshine. Mint condition, fantastic shape. I do have them on eBay, but if somebody messages me through here with a fair deal, I'll probably take that just to avoid the whole eBay hassle. And really just looking to sell. I'm not really looking for much of a trade, but if you do have something, let me know. And yeah, so that's that. And then, like I mentioned, it did come with a GameCube system, which I did end up... which I have now turned into my primary GameCube because mine was in bad condition, and this one's in really good shape. It's a black GameCube, the one with the digital output at the back, so, which I think are like the earlier ones, I'm not too sure. It did not come with these memory cards, those are my own memory cards, and so yeah. So, oddly, this one feels cheaper. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel as sturdy as mine did. I'm not quite sure why, but I don't know, I think the black one looks pretty cool. Alright, so now I only have 3 things left, I believe. Yeah, make sure I don't forget anything. Yeah, I only have 3 things left, but there were 3 good things. I went to Lansing, Michigan, when was it, Sunday? 2 days ago. This is Tuesday, so... and there was a game store down there, a disc replay down there that I wanted to try out. A friend of mine and myself went down there. And there was also another game store called Game Hits, which was where we went first. And it's a pretty cool store. But let me go ahead and get the game, and then we did go to Disc Replay. And I'll go ahead and show you the Disc Replay pickups real quick. This was $1.99. I've heard it's a good game, and I've wanted to try it out. It's Solstice on the NES. Have not played it yet, so I don't know, but I have heard it's a pretty good game. And then this one I've wanted for quite a while, but I've just never run across it. It's Rambo 3 on the Master System. Now, unlike the Disc Replay I typically go to, apparently this Disc Replay does not throw out their boxes, which is good because I would not have bought this if it were cartridge only. So, happy to have that. It's a light gun game, and then there's another Rambo game on the Master System, First Blood Part 2, that I want to get because that's like an Akari Warriors type game. But Rambo 3 is also on the Genesis, I believe. So I'll have to track down that one sometime and give it a shot. But excited to dive into this one. I'll have to hook up the CRT TV to play it, but you know, not too big of a deal. So that Disc Replay was just okay. I wasn't really that big of a fan. It wasn't worth the trip. But the other game store was really cool. It was like a locally owned kind of game store, which are usually my favorite. But sometimes it's iffy. You know, sometimes you go to these ones and they have like great prices or okay prices. This one was kind of like, some things were good, some things I felt were overpriced. They had a lot of rare stuff, some of which I did have, so I didn't get anything too great as far as rarity goes, but I did get something really cool. But just to give you an idea of like some of the prices, like they had Mega Man 3 for $20, which I think is probably what it goes for. They had Mega Man 7, I think was 100, maybe 105 or something, which is probably around where it goes online. They had Xenoblade Chronicles with the gold Wii Classic Pro controller for 130, which I thought was a little high. Bubble Bobble on the Sega Saturn they had for 30. If that were a good price, I would have gotten it, but I don't think 30 is that great for it, so I passed on it. And then they had a bunch of oddies and stuff. I don't know. They had really great stuff. Some rare and television games, actually. They had like Learning Fun 2 there, but I'm not really interested in that, so I didn't pick it up. But I did pick up one thing, and it was only $10. So I asked the guys, like, hey, look, would you sell any of these, you know, boxes? And he said, Well, probably for 10 bucks, but we usually just keep them up there to, you know, hide what's behind them, which is like all other game stuff that they don't have out. And I said, okay, would you? And he had 3 of this particular box, and I picked one up for 10 bucks, and I'm pretty excited about it, and it is a Sega Saturn box. Had the like the cardboard thing inside for the game console. It had all the manuals. The only thing it was missing really was the bootleg sampler disc, which I do have somewhere, I believe, but it wasn't in its original case, so I'll have to track down a bootleg sampler. The only real damage is it was like a little dusty, and it's got like some, I don't know, it's not mint or anything, but there was a little crushing over here. But this was the best condition one they had, and I figured for 10 bucks I'm probably not going to find one anytime soon, so I went ahead and picked it up. Only problem is I have, this version of the Saturn is not the version I have. I have the, I think I have the Model 1, the one with the oval buttons, but this one's the one with the circle buttons, so, but that didn't bother me too much, and they did not have the Model Saturn I have. They didn't have a box for that one, so I just went ahead and got this, and I'm pretty happy with this. I believe this is the Model 2 Sega Saturn, if I'm not mistaken. I guess I would have the Model 1 then. But I did end up putting the system in here. As you can hear, it's pretty heavy, so it's not just empty. So, really excited about this. It was one of the most desirable box consoles I wanted, and they usually go for more than I want to spend. So, that is absolutely everything I've gotten since my last pickup video, so thanks for watching. Please check out my other new series that I just uploaded the other day. If you're interested in any of the games I said I was selling, please do let me know about that, and that's everything, so we'll see you guys next time. I uploaded a video just a couple of days ago, a new series of videos I'm going to start doing. It's called The Best Games You've Never Played. Basically, it just takes, I look at 3, underrated gems, give them really short reviews, and, kind of just, you know, and I didn't really want to get them all out, because there's about 7 of them. There are 7 of them. And it'd just be a pain in the ass to comment, so I'm just going to read off. He just gave me these NES cartridges, just a bunch of comments, but he gave me Double Dribble, and a 5-screw Excite to let you know about them so you can play them or whatever. Just a fun little series. Just uploaded it like 2 days ago, so if you haven't seen it already, if you could do me a favor, I'll put the link here. If you could just go ahead and check it out for me, I'd really appreciate it. Any feedback, send it my way, so I'd really appreciate that. And with that out of the way, I can go ahead and get down with the pickups. So, the first thing is just some games a friend of mine gave me. They were just a bunch of common NES games, and they're all in this. Hey folks, Cobra DVS here with a new pickups video, about that time again. So before I get into the pickups though, I just really want to say something real quick.